Welcome to the Take a Listing Today podcast, where our hosts Jim Studebaker and Todd Robertson give you strategies to get you out of the office right now so you can take a new listing today. And now, here's Jim and Todd.
We are back. The Take a Listing Today podcast, show number 183. According to the sheet in my hand, I'm Jim, and via satellite from Bakersfield, California, again, it's Todd Robertson.
Here at the winery, at the company winery, as you can see behind me.
I see that. That might make the show more interesting. You pass out samples.
Yeah. Not before the show, after the show.
Right.
In the corner, our wonderful producer in the house, Lisa Gray.
Ah, there she is. Welcome, Lisa.
Well, thank you.
There we go. And those of you who are constant viewers of the Take a Listing Today podcast might notice I'm sporting today the official Take a Listing Today podcast t-shirt. Yes.
This might be the first time in any episode that we've done that. Brilliant.
You're collarless.
I am collarless. If that's the worst thing I've got, I'm doing good. But Lisa.
Yeah.
If somebody out there in TV land is looking at this saying, wow, what a wonderful shirt, how could somebody get a shirt of their own?
Magic, witchcraft.
Magic and witchcraft. Okay, that works for you. Perfect.
Just those two ways.
Or you could play our contest, which we do every week for a chance to win not only the t-shirt, but an amazing $100 gift card from our friends at ProspectsPLUS.com.
And all you have to do is answer your phone if we call.
Right. Just answer your phone.
That sounds more fun than witchcraft, okay?
Yeah, exactly. So answer your phone. You could use witchcraft to get the right answer, though, right?
Yes, always,
right.
Please.
Yes.
All right, good. So it's the Take a Listing Today podcast t-shirt. Dina, what if we just sell these? Would that work? Ooh,
well, the problem is we tried that before and they sold out in 3 days. So now we're just trying to hoard them and give them to our listeners.
We're trying to make sure they're... Exactly. That's a good idea.
However, someone did tell me there might be a gift shop button coming out around this Christmas on our site so they could buy some swag like Plus Man, socks, etc. Yeah.
I think that's a great idea. And, you know, Christmas is the time for giving. So buy a lot of stuff on our website and then you can give it to somebody else.
Exactly.
That's wonderful. All right. Well, let's talk about the vital role of a real estate agent's sphere in a low inventory market. How about that? Sounds like a great topic, doesn't it?
Yes, I'm sure people are fleeing, turning the volume off, turning the channel.
That's a good point. They're like, oh, I've heard this, I've heard this, but hopefully today they implement it.
Open your mind. Pretend you just started in the industry. Don't be closed-minded about this because you never know where an idea will come from. So pretend you're brand new to the industry. Listen with open ears, open mind. And see if there's something you might get out of this that will be of benefit to you, because that's all we really want for you is to be the best you can be. And some of these ideas may sound like heard it before, but there's a reason you heard it before because it works. It works. And we're going to remind you why. Be
the best you can be and buy a t-shirt.
Yeah.
Correct.
Or win a t-shirt.
Repetition is the mother of skill.
Right.
Exactly. All right. Well, let's get into this. In the constantly fluctuating real estate markets, certain principles always remain the same. And the most important of these is the significance of a real estate agent's sphere of influence. I know it's a tale as old as time, but it's a tale that you need to rethink if you haven't done so already. Not only are we dealing with a low inventory market right now, but also a post-NAR settlement environment. And having a sphere of influence to lean on is more crucial than ever.
And it's never too late to start. If you say, well, okay, I admit that I could be open to it, but I've never done it. And so how am I ever going to get anywhere with it now? I'm too late. It's too late. What do you say to that, Todd, if somebody says it's too late?
If they say it's too late, well, here's the truth. First of all, it's never too late. And if we talk to agents, and I know them, you know them, we've all met them, friends that are now 40, 50, 60, 80 years old, if they could turn back the clock, they said they would just change one thing. They would never lose touch with anyone they did business with ever.
Yeah.
And when they were in the business, it was too expensive. I don't see a ROI right away.
I'm busy, too busy.
Right. So it wasn't a sexy thing to do. They knew, they know about it, but it's not like, oh, immediate. Oh, FSBO, I'm going to go there tonight. List it.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and they forget the cost to earning a new client versus the cost of maintaining a client for repeat business. And it's a very different cost. And the second one costs much less because they already like you. They already know you. They've already done business with you. And is that the only house they're ever going to buy or sell? No, not likely. Unless you met them when they were in their 80s. It's not likely.
Not only that, the magic of this topic today is even if it's not them, it is said, NAR tells us that every single person knows somebody who will buy or sell real estate in the next 12 months.
Right.
So referrals spinning off.
Right. The top agents, I mean, let's be honest. I know that I saw the statistic, 66% of their transactions or activity comes from their sphere. I mean, that's just what they're using. They're not waiting, hoping they're going to get an inbound call. They're not out there stumbling, across, I don't know, somebody in a neighborhood, maybe a neighbor or something, hoping that they can strike up conversation or chasing for sale by owner signs or something like that. They're betting with the sure thing. They're betting with the sphere, right?
Exactly.
Yep.
And talking of spheres, to help you build yours, we have 7 brilliant ideas to help you build your SOI on today's show. So grab a pen, or if you're driving, bookmark this or do something so that you can take notes when you get back to your office or your house. Number 1 is trust and personal connection. A real estate agent sphere typically consists of past clients, friends, family, and acquaintances. These are individuals who have already established a level of trust with the agent.
The magic there is...
Did you glue these together, Lisa?
I did. They're trick pages.
I think that was my bad. I'm sorry. There was no glue involved. I don't want people bad-mouthing you. This trust becomes invaluable in this market where buyers and sellers are feeling anxious or uncertain. Clients are more likely to rely on someone they know and trust to guide them through the process.
I love that point because think about how much does it cost if you open a brand new business and have no clients. How much does it cost to acquire that client and then build trust and a personal connection? Right. In other words, that's invaluable for all the reasons we're going to talk about.
Right. And especially in a shaky market, people retreat and are less trusting when they're unsure of what's going on out there. And I don't know if you can find 2 headlines that match each other right now in the real estate industry. There's extremes in every direction. I don't know that anybody is completely certain with what's going to happen in August when the NAR settlement, some of the attributes start kicking into place mid-August. So it's an unsettled time for the housing experts and for the consumers. And in unsettling times, people turn to someone that they know and trust. They don't want to develop new relationships. They want to turn to somebody they already know. So the sphere really kicks in at this time beautifully because that's where they're going to look. If they're thinking of selling their home and they're getting, maybe they got a postcard in the mail from a realtor, but they don't know her, they're probably more likely to make a call to you who have kept in contact with them for a few years on a regular basis. I know this person. This is my son's, I don't know, who would that be? I know them because their son, I'm the teacher to their son, and we've kept in contact since I was their son's teacher for years. So we have this relationship. I see her at the conferences, blah, blah, blah.
This kid got held back a few times because she was his teacher for years.
Okay, maybe starting in kindergarten. How about that?
All right, fine. Yeah. One of those schools where the teacher goes with the kid. Maybe that's it.
Teacher of the year. Yeah.
Well,
all right, principal. How about that?
All right, principal. That makes more sense. Let's move on to number 2. How about some off-market opportunities? Some sellers prefer a more discreet or selective approach to selling their homes. Real estate agents with a well-established sphere often have access to off-market opportunities through their network. And this can give their buyers a competitive edge by allowing them to explore unadvertised properties. Just make sure
because
it's wonderful. I was going to the lawyer because I just had to do something with the local MLS here, and they say you're not allowed to not put a listing in the computer unless the seller signs off on that. And it's easier just not officially have a listing than you have to deal with their rules.
Right. Right.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So if somebody's not ready yet.
Yeah. Make sure you follow your MLS's rules and regulations.
Well, and the reason this topic is so great is networking is everything. And it's not everybody's cup of tea, but that's where business happens. You think there's some country clubs, some golf, right? Where people, what do they do? Their network, they use each other. So if it's in your personality, join everything you can and network because.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, during different times in the industry, we've all seen, whether you are in the industry or not, properties selling like crazy, or they're not even up for sale, right? They're not even listed, and then all of a sudden they're gone. And you're hearing through the other people in the industry that, well, yeah, those people moved out, somebody else moved in. Well, how's that? How's this happening all over when these homes aren't even being listed? They're not even in the MLS. That's because people are so networked. Very often it's real estate agents that are investing too. They're finding out about a property before it gets listed, and through networking, and getting involved, or they're contacting the individual and getting on that listing before anybody knows about it for their buyer, whatever the situation. If you're well networked, you know about things that are happening before they happen.
Which is kind of tying into step number 3, which is word of mouth referrals.
Yeah.
In challenging market conditions, word of mouth referrals can be a game changer. When clients have positive experiences working with an agent, they are more likely to refer friends and family who are looking to buy or sell. These referrals can generate a steady stream of business, helping agents thrive while other agents are scrambling to stay afloat. It's been a long day.
You said it all there. It's a long day. I got something for you back here.
Thank you.
In the winery,
In the winery, yep.
All right. Moving on. Number 4, local market experience. Real estate agents who have built a strong sphere tend to have deep roots in their local markets. They know the neighborhoods, schools, property values, and market trends inside and out. This level of local expertise is invaluable, especially when helping clients make informed decisions in a competitive market.
Yeah, I love this. And
go ahead.
Really, all of these points, to my mind, it just goes down to if a realtor can do this, and every office talks about it, every manager or broker will help you with this. But the thing about this, all of this is helping you or getting to the point where you can build your book of business. If you did all this to where you can sell it when you're done, like an insurance agent would. Like, who's doing these things in your office right now? Probably very few, or 1 or 2 people.
Right. Because it's old school. I think some people look at it as old school. Although the funny thing is, when we talk to agents on the phone during the podcast that are highly successful, they always say the same thing. They have a sphere that they're communicating with through postcards, and they have a farm that they're communicating with through postcards, in addition to the other marketing that they're doing, direct mail marketing, which is just listed, just sold, all kinds of different things, holiday cards, but they always have those 2 things going on. I mean, I can't even remember the last time we've talked to somebody that hasn't. And these are again, top agents, the ones that are highly successful, that aren't goofing around. They get it. It may be old school, but they understand it. And again, local market expertise, this is just another level of comfort for those that are feeling uncomfortable with what's going on in the market right now. Any consumer reading the news and the headlines and hearing what's happened in the last, really since February with NAR and everything, they don't understand. They don't know how it applies to them specifically. And they're afraid to trust people they don't know with the answers, right? Because how do you trust anybody now with all of the propaganda and the media and
the fake news,
fake news and the agendas and exactly. So somebody somebody who is a local expert, you've seen them in your local market, they're part of your community, you know them well. It's another level of comfort. That's who you're going to reach out to. You want to be that person. You want to be that agent.
Exactly. Even if you are that person, you still need step number 5, negotiation skills. In a low inventory market, multiple buyers often compete for the same property. This situation demands sharp negotiation skills. Agents with a robust sphere can use their connections and local knowledge to negotiate effectively, increasing their clients' chances of securing that property.
Yeah, I mean, of course, I don't know if agents really think about a sphere. Obviously, this is a resource for referrals, for potential listings, etc. but the idea that it could be a resource for other knowledgeable areas, other professionals in other industries that may help support what you're doing. Absolutely. Of course that would be. If you have 150 people that you're keeping in touch with across all different companies, professions, etc., there are going to be many of those in there that will be very beneficial to you in different circumstances where you are in the midst of a negotiation for a current client.
That's correct. Which brings us up to number 6, preemptive opportunities. Yes, those preemptive opportunities. Real estate agents with an active sphere are often the first to know when a potential seller is considering listing their property. They can seize these opportunities and reach out to the homeowners before they've even begun the interviewing process. This proactive approach can lead to successful transactions in a market where timing is everything.
What happened? What happened?
Are we missing something?
I don't think so.
It said the following are 7 ways building and nurturing, and there's only 6 here.
Well, yeah, because remember you said you were going to do the last one was a surprise?
Oh.
Oh.
Number 7, she thinks she's catching me off guard, but she can't do that. Number 7 is keep an eye on the Take a Listing Today podcast. You want to watch it every week because doing so will give you great ideas to maintain your sphere of influence. And I will even add a 7.5, Lisa.
Okay.
Go to ProspectsPLUS.com because they have a brilliant sphere of influence calculator, right?
Yes, absolutely.
That kind of goes along with our topic today.
That was 7. That might even be an 8, number 8. Yeah, if you go to...
Bonus day.
You can find it 2 different ways. If you're on ProspectsPLUS.com, the horizontal navigation bar along the top of the page, there's a tab called Resources. Click on that, and you'll find the ROI calculator there. Or if you happen to be perusing on our blog, reading some of our real estate blogs, at the bottom of every blog, there's an ROI calculator link there as well.
Yeah.
Not ROI.
The SOI.
Sphere. We have
yes.
both. Yeah, we actually have both. A sphere calculator there as well that talks about how many individuals you have in your sphere or how many you actually need in your sphere to hit your goals. It's a great tool. Great to get you started, actually.
Because I think most people have no idea how many people they need to have in their spheres. So
exactly.
Go to that website and check it out, ProspectsPLUS.com.
For free, online, and it's for free.
Well, of course it's for free. They do everything for free.
I know.
And it's very easy to use. So if you think it's going to be challenging technology, it's not. We made it 4th grade
Just
easy.
a couple things to, couple blanks to fill in.
Exactly.
Right.
So don't forget, agents who cultivate and leverage their sphere effectively will be better equipped to navigate the challenges of our current market and excel.
Yes. And Sphere is one way to do it. Why not use every tool available to you? Because you never know the one that's going to really push you forward. Try them all. Do them all.
And I would say this. I would say if this topic resonated, if you feel, those of you listening or watching, like if you look inside and say, you know what, I'm not doing great here. I could be doing better here. Go to your top agent in the office and have this conversation. Go to lunch with your broker, have this conversation.
Right.
Believe me, that's how they got there, by doing this.
And if you're thinking about, okay, well, I do have 50 people that are in my phone or contact information, phone number information from different areas of my life that I could reach out to get going. But I mean, I'm going to feel awkward. It's going to be uncomfortable. What do I even say? Well, geez, this is the perfect time to get on the phone with consumers because, again, the NAR settlement, certain elements of that settlement are kicking in mid-August. And this has been in the news and consumers are aware of this. What a great topic to get on the phone. Hey, I know it's likely you have questions about it. I am just calling everybody I'm connected with just to answer any questions that you have. That's a great reason to make a phone call, right? You are giving something. You're not asking for anything. You're providing something. And then the last thing you do before you hang up is say, is there anyone else you know that might be in the same, curious as well, or have some questions like you did when we were talking today? Give me their phone number. I'll reach out to them. I'll answer their questions as well.
Another great reason to make a phone call, Lisa Gray, producer extraordinaire.
Oh my gosh. What do you want? That's it. What do you want?
I want to give away some money and the t-shirt off my back. Actually, we'll
Okay.
Send you a new one,
Please
probably.
don't do that.
Yes.
We'll send you a clean
Please
one.
don't do it while I'm in the room.
I will go behind closed doors and take the shirt off.
Okay.
Not really. I kind of like this. I'm going to keep it. But we'll send you a brand new one along with a gift card for $100 for ProspectsPLUS.com. And maybe even, do we still have those coffee mugs?
Yeah, we should. Yeah.
And a coffee mug.
How
about
the coffee
that?
mugs are amazing. When those go in the gift shop, those are going to be high dollars. So right now is the time to get everything when you could win it.
Those are going to be like $4.95, I think. So,
right. Unless you buy a package of 12, and then we'll give you.
Right. Then we'll charge you $5 a piece. All right.
Right.
So now we have, look at this, Todd, a smattering of postcards. If you tell me what you think is the good one, I'll just go slow.
Yep.
Right here.
I like it.
All right. Just sold 1.5 million. Very nice. Future Home
spending that
Realty. Let's call Jennifer 813-368-7653. And she's very clever. 7653 also spells out sold on your telephone keypad.
Oh.
Wow. How'd she manage that?
She's a very...
Hello, Jennifer.
Hello, Jennifer. This is Jim and Todd and Lisa with the Take a Listing Today podcast calling on behalf of ProspectsPLUS.com.
Okay.
And they gave me a postcard that they recently mailed out for you. Just sold on Treetops Lake Road.
Yes.
Great looking card, by the way.
Thank you.
So we wanted to call you and ask you just a little bit about how you're using the marketing on Prospects Plus, if you could help out some of our viewers. And when we end up at the end, after you're done with all that, we'd love to give you a chance to win a gift card for ProspectsPLUS.com. Sound pretty exciting?
Okay.
She's
$100.
I'm multitasking right now, but I will definitely do it.
As does all women.
That's okay. What else are you doing right now?
If you could see my kitchen right now, you would be like, oh, yeah, this is why this girl sells so much real estate.
I love it. I love it.
Well done.
Are you cooking dinner?
I am, but I'm baking, I'm cooking,
Wow.
I've got a plethora of things going on right now.
That's it. There you go. That's
right.
why women are so amazing.
And you're about to win some money, and it's only going to take 2 minutes.
I can smell the
Perfect.
baking. It's let's see. It's apple.
No, actually, I'm making a couple things. I'm making homemade chocolate chip cookies. I'm making a strawberry shortcake souffle.
Wow. Ooh, that sounds good.
I just seasoned some fish and some fillets, and I'm making bacon wrapped green beans.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
And everything homemade.
That sounds amazing.
My next question, Jennifer, where do you live?
Yes, and
I'll be right over.
I know there's going to be leftovers, and I live in California as a bachelor, so I don't know if you could put them on dry ice or...
Okay, well, Jennifer's busy cooking. So, Jennifer, can you give us 30 seconds of how you use marketing the postcards on ProspectsPlus.com?
Sure. Well, I do I've done a couple of different campaigns. I do the drip campaign where I do the holiday cards just to put myself out in front of the neighborhood that I farm, which is Treetops. And I sell a lot of homes in there. Typically, if there's 5 listings, I'll get 3. Wow. And the price point is anywhere from $1.5 million to $2 million. Wow. And sometimes I get more, depending on the year and how many homes come available for sale. And then every time I list a property in another neighborhood, I use and because it's a higher end neighborhood, I always use the luxury postcards. I believe in if I'm going to spend money, I spend a little bit more, and I use the bigger format on the postcards. I don't use the smaller size, because I want them to stick out. And then I'll advertise maybe another home that I sold in maybe another neighborhood or another.
Wow.
It's like, for example, this one that I just sold, you'll see on the back of it, I have another house that I have pending in another neighborhood that I put on there.
Wow. Yeah.
Well done.
Incredible.
And then, and then I tried you had something in the winter into early 2024. I did the campaign like every other week. I did that, like saying that I have a buyer for your house, and because we have such a limited inventory.
Yep.
I don't know if that exactly helped. I mean, I did have a buyer for one of the homes, on treetops, but I wanted to try it out because we had such a limited inventory. So I wanted somebody to call me to hopefully that I could, help facilitate the transaction on both sides.
Right,
so
right.
That's how I use it.
Wow. She's on top of it in the real estate industry.
Yeah.
She's an amazing chef and baker and an amazing real estate agent.
That might have to be a phone call tomorrow and see how everything turned out.
That's funny.
I love it. Jim, I say we give her the $100 gift card question. I love her enthusiasm. What she's doing there. Let's be good to her, can we?
We definitely should, Jennifer. So I've got a podcast trivia question, by the way. Thank you for sharing with us your techniques and sharing with us what's for dinner tonight. We're looking forward to that. And I'll read you a question and 3 possible answers, and all you have to do is give me the correct answer. And if you can do that, you'll win a $100 gift card for ProspectsPLUS.com.
Oh, gosh. Now I really have to extend my brain waves right now. Okay.
Well,
she's ready.
Sort of. They're not always easy or fair questions, so guessing is good too.
Okay.
All right. Jennifer, here is your question.
Okay.
In the novel Joy Luck Club, the women meet to play what game? Is it A, mahjong, B, canasta, or C, spin the bottle?
I'll say A.
That's what I was thinking.
A.
Be good to her. Be good
Todd,
to her.
are you a big fan of the Joy Luck Club?
That's an amazing novel and an amazing movie. Yeah.
Okay.
And not read it.
All right.
It's incredible.
Jennifer says mahjong. Show me some mahjong. I don't even know if I'm saying that
mahjong.
Right. Thank you. Yes, that is correct. Congratulations, Jennifer. And Todd, tell us what she wins today.
Jennifer, Lisa is going to get to you a $100 gift card for just about anything on Prospects Plus, the website, and some swag that you'll see when this podcast comes out. When you subscribe to Take a Listing Today, you'll see a shirt with me, Lisa, and Jim, reminding you to go out and take a listing that day.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. Thank you. Have a wonderful evening with your amazing meal.
Great to meet you.
Yeah,
well done.
Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.
Thank you for the call.
Okay.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Chocolate chip cookies. Like, I can't focus now. So I can smell them.
Did we get her address? Is it on here maybe?
What great enthusiasm.
If we get in the
have,
car right now, can we make it?
We can make. She's in Tampa. Yeah, we can get
Oh my
up there.
God. Okay. Yes, we could. We actually can. Sorry, Todd. It's every man for himself.
Todd, sorry. It'll be cold by the time we get it out to you, so we're not going to bother sending it out to
But
you.
we'll take a picture of our eating it and send that to you.
There you go. That's good.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Well, Jennifer was just very delightful to have on the phone.
She
there,
really was.
So she is definitely out there.
And she's nailing it. I
Yeah.
mean, listen, that is a perfect example. You know, what we were talking about today, just using every tool in your arsenal. And there you go. She's got geographic farm stuff going on, neighborhood stuff going on, a little of this, a little of that. Just listed, just sold, luxury cards.
She's doing all of it.
She's doing it all.
And on top of that, think about her attitude just when she picked up, even though she was multitasking. That
totally
is going to get you a lot of business as opposed to mentally. Yeah,
I agree.
That's right. All right. Well, thank you for joining us today for our show. Hopefully you learned something about your sphere of influence. And we'll see you again next week. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Go get it.